Body Dimensions Muscle Therapies. I'm going to give you my 3 tips to help you improve your balance. The first one is to improve the mobility of your joints before doing any balance exercises. The brain sends messages down through the body, through the nerves and into the joints and through the muscles, and then the sensory sort of feedback system then goes back into the brain, and the brain can determine how safe it feels and how it can complete the exercises if it feels safe and not under threat. So just doing mobility exercises will allow the brain to send these messages to the joints to really wake them up in a very sort of short space of time. So first of all is to start mobilising the ankles. So I'm going to stand up, hopefully you can see my feet, and just start to circle the ankles, just round in circles one way then the other, and into the toes. So just open and close the toes, and imagine you're flicking, just gently flick water off the toes all the way up through to the knee and the hip, and circling the hip. So I'm just doing this very quickly, but obviously in your own time, you don't spend too long, maybe sort of 5 minutes just mobilising the joints, even the wrists. So if you think of a circuit board, we want all these messages travelling through the circuit without skipping any. And even just slowly circle the nose rather than swinging the head round. And you do that for all the wrists, the shoulders, shoulder circles, hip circles and ankle circles, and that will start to improve the connections that are being sent out through the brain. So the second tip is then to perform some balance exercises, and if you are suffering with any injuries, then you may want to start off with just holding onto a wall. You can do this in the middle of the room, and you just float onto one leg, and you just try and hold your balance there. And it may be that you can take the fingertips away and see how long you can hold that position for. If you're managing sort of 30 to 60 seconds, then that's pretty good. And then you may want to progress by closing your eyes. And again, that will take one of your sensory systems, your vision, away, and your brain then has to try to relate where you are standing in space, and that will start to improve your overall sort of spatial awareness as well. And then finally, the third one is to do balance exercises but in different planes of movement. So for instance, we can place one foot in front of the other. I call this a tightrope balance. And because obviously when we're normally walking, the feet are apart, and when they're together, it's a lot harder to maintain that balance. And take the arms out to the side. I haven't got enough room to take this arm out, totally. And you stand tall. And again, you're just trying to either let go of the wall and try and hold your balance in that position. You can then add arm movements. So when we add arm movements, your brain has to cope with more coordination, and therefore sort of it challenges your balance even further. And when I mean different planes of movement, so we're not just always wanting to go forwards, but unfortunately with our daily lives, we tend to spend a lot of time either sitting down, looking forwards at computers. So we can start to take the legs wider and turning at the same time, so from one side and just to the other. And we can hold a balance in different planes of movement, so we can then bring the leg in and then take the leg out to the side, bring it back in. We can add rotation from one side to the other. So those just a few ideas to help you improve your balance. Hope that helps. Give it a go, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you.